So let's start on the floor. Come on down. If it's comfortable to kneel, you'll kneel. If you happen to have a block or something to slide under your seat and that makes it feel more supportive, then please use that. Otherwise, you can just sit on the floor, legs crisscrossed. You're going to even the weight between your left sitting bone and right sitting bone. So those are the bones that you're sitting on. And as you lean a little side to side, just feel into this evening out. And eventually the rocking will subside and you'll be more centered physically. And as you lift up through the crown of your head, let the shoulders roll out a few cycles, releasing them from your ears. And just check in with this opening posture you've placed yourself in. Does it feel good? Is there anything to shift? And as you allow the eyes to close, just feel into your inner evening out. So maybe the body is good, physical body, but as you breathe and as you notice the feelings in the body, are they more left? Are they more right? Is the breath flowing evenly within your left and your right lungs, ribs? And feel the breaths that can travel down around your belly. Option to place a hand on the belly, breathing in, belly forward, and breathing out, navel presses back to spine. Inhale, belly forward. And exhale, navel to spine. Taking one more inhale, belly moves forward. And exhale, navel to spine. Let the breath continue, whether it's through the nose or the mouth, in the belly or in the chest. You reach your arms out, just to shoulder height. Let the arms open wide, turn your palms to face forward. Spread your fingers really wide. Turn your palms to face up and then twist your palms to face to the wall behind you. And feel how it's not just your hands, but it's happening up in your shoulders. Like you're wringing out a washcloth, then turn your palms forward, flip your palms down, and then spin them to face again the back. But playing with this near 360-degree rotation in your shoulder a few times. Go really slowly. If you've been planking a lot, using your upper body, even just using the hands to type and text and do all the virtual. Just feel how you can rinse out from the shoulders down through the wrist and fingers. Take one more flip back and one more flip forward and around. And as you bring your hands back, palms facing forward, pull the arms back behind you. Soft bend to the elbows. Lift your chest. Open your eyes to look up. Breathe in. And exhale. Reach forward. Start to round the back, navel to spine. Inhale, opening. Chest opens, arms open. Exhale, belly in and round. Palms come together. Take one more. Inhale to open. Lift the chest. And exhale, round. Take the arms out wide, reach your arms into the air, full breath in, connect the palms. Exhaling, the hands come down to your heart. If there's any intention that you would like to set, feel it land. How do you want to feel? What do you want to focus on? Or you just want to let it all go? Tune out for a little bit. And as you shift your body off your seat, spin around and take a child's pose. So you can have the knees together or apart for child's pose. You can have your toes tucked or untucked. And the hands might feel good outstretched or back beside you or even underneath the head. So as you come into this first child's pose shape, fully let your head come all the way down. Mine's going to hover a little bit, but give yourself that full release forward into the ground. And as you breathe into your lower back, now start to direct not just your breath, but your energy into your low back. And realizing that breath is energy, right? So you're getting oxygen in. If you're outside, you're actually getting really ripe oxygen in. And that oxygen is going to help to go in and release inflammation in the body. And when you're tight, when you're sore, when you're just overworked or stressed out, there's more inflammation. So as you're resting in your child's pose, feel the breath and as cooling energy coming in and releasing inflammation. And as your arms reach forward, bring the body up towards your tabletop. And as you stack the wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips, extend your right leg straight back. Point the toes, flex the foot. Point the toes, flex the foot. And just feel the contrast on the front side of the leg and back side of the leg as you simply move the shape of your foot. Then bend your right knee. Bend and lengthen. Bend and lengthen. And then just check. Are you leaning more to the left? Can you keep the weight even in your arms? Bend the right knee and take a few little footprints up towards the ceiling. And as you push up and down, just feel a little bit of work in the glute. And then as you lift the right foot high, breathe in. Right knee to nose, you breathe out. Inhale, push your right foot towards the ceiling or sky. Exhale, belly in, knee to nose. Take one more. Inhale, push your right foot high. Exhale, knee to nose. Now stretch your right leg straight back. Take your left arm straight forward. So as you hold on to this feeling of left arm forward, right leg back, breathe in. Exhale, just your right knee down. Now take your left arm out to the left and reach your left arm into the air. Look up towards the ceiling, breathe in. Exhale, left hand comes down. Now take the right arm out and up. Easy twist, breathe in. And exhale, the right hand comes down. Now take your left leg straight back. Both palms rooted. Left leg goes back. Start simple. Point the toes, flex the foot. Point the toes, flex the foot. And as you point and flex, you'll feel it run up into the back of your knee a little bit. Just want to draw the navel in to protect your back. And then start to bend your left knee. Just bend and straighten. So just a little check in, like what's going on in the knee. Even this could be a stretch depending on what's going on in your body. And then as you bend your left knee footprint up to the ceiling a few times and just wake up the glute, get some blood pumping into the back side of the leg. And as you hold your left foot up, breathe in. Knee to nose, you breathe out. Inhale, footprint the ceiling, look a little forward. Exhale, knee to nose, squeeze through the belly. Take one more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee to nose, squeeze. As you hold your left leg straight back, add the right arm forward, little balance. Draw navel to spine, just hold. Also stretch. Stretch out of the fingers, stretch out of the toes. And breathe in, lower just your left knee as you exhale. Now sweep the right arm out and up to the right. Easy twist, breathe in. Exhale, right hand down. Now just left hand goes out and up. One more, inhale to lift, easy twist. Exhale, left hand comes down. Now step your feet forward. Come to the top of your mat, forward fold. Check that the feet are hip distance. Toes point forward. Lift and spread your toes, rock the weight forward and back in your feet a few times. Forward and back. And as you rock the weight forward and back, then feel it evening out, kind of theme of today. Like even out the weight, even out the energy, even out the breath. So as you lift and spread your toes, feel into the arches of your feet able to lift. Bend your knees and then grab a hold of your ankles or your calves and actively pull your chest towards the thighs. Think of separating the glutes and the low back. So if you think of those little sitting bones, can you push them open? And it takes practice of just tuning into that region. But as you bend your knees, push your hips apart, and then fold deeper forward. Do that one more time. Push your hips apart. You can grab, you can pull, fold a little deeper forward. Now slide your hands up to your hips. Look forward, bend your knees, and slowly rise up. And as you come up to stand, roll the shoulders back, hug your elbows in, and think of pushing your hips down so you can lift your chest up. And as you keep rolling the shoulders back, hugging the elbows in, aim your chest even higher and look up. Breathe into the belly. Stretch through your abs. And as you lead with your chest, slowly come down. Slide your hands down the backs of your thighs into your fold. Step your right foot back, and if that turns you away from your screen, then step the other foot back and come around to face the long edge of your mat or into some sort of straddle stretch. So as soon as you get here, just wiggle around. Let your hips move, little left, little right. Lift and spread through your toes. Bend one knee, bend the other knee. If it feels nice to get even lower as you lunge and peel the toes off the mat, the extended leg. So give yourself one more each side. And then as you come through to center, you are going to keep the feet somewhat lined up, heels are lined up, and then turn your toes a little bit out. Your knees will turn out, your hips will turn out, and walk your hands up to your thighs. So you're just starting here. You choose how challenging you make it, how strong you make it, but it can really be light here, trusting into these levers and these, systems here. So hands push on the thighs, the thigh bones push back and open. Feel your inner thighs stretch, lift and spread your toes. And as you keep sitting back and down in your hips, you're still working to separate the sitting bones. Okay? And the knees are not going over your toes. You're going back and down until you feel a stretch. Push through the feet and slowly rise all the way up. Stretch your arms into the air like a star. Spread your fingers, spread your toes. Breathe in. Hands back to the thighs as you squat, exhaling down. Take that again. Inhale, reach up and out of the body. Just stretch. Exhale, hands to thighs. Push the knees open. Take one more. Big inhale to stretch out of the torso, out of your fingers. Exhale, hands to the thighs. Now stay here. Breathe in. Dip your right shoulder across as you exhale. Inhale through center, switch, exhale, left shoulder across. Alternate one more time each side. And as you're warming the muscles of your back, feel how you might go a little bit more across, a little bit more across. And then come right back through to center, push through the feet, stretch everything out and up, big inhale. And swan dive forward, turn your toes forward, back, fingers to the floor. Relaxing down, rocking your weight a little left, a little right. And as you move side to side, last time, walk to your front foot. It's my left foot. Whichever foot is your front foot, pause, and then take a giant step forward, back to the top, forward fold. Bend your knees, root down, look forward, and rise all the way up to stand. Reach the arms. And then interlace the fingers behind your head. So you push down through the feet, little scoop of the tail, lift the head up, and then press the head back and open your elbows. And feel the weight of your head leaning into your hands and squeezing the shoulder blades in. Nice full breath to stretch the belly. As you lift your head literally to center, lift it to the middle. Now stay where you are. I'm just going to turn sideways. You'll lean to your left, little bend of the knees, lean. Push your head into your hands as you lean. Inhale through center and then lean to your right. And same thing, push back and then lean and breathe. Do one more time. Inhale through center. Exhale to your left or your right, pushing the head a little back into the hands. Take one more. Inhale through center, go up, and then exhale, go sideways. As you bring your head back to center, pull the arms into the air and then circle your arms back. Little bend of the elbows like you're doing a backstroke. Pull all the way up. Bend the elbows and circle back. Inhale, lifts the arms up. Exhale, circle back. Take one more. Inhale up. Exhale, circle back. Take the arms overhead. Breathe in and swan dive forward, exhaling down to the toes. Forward fold. Just hang, bend your left knee, bend your right knee. And you'll step back to a plank, just long enough to get your spacing here. So step the feet with your knees up or knees down, hold your plank. You breathe in and come down to your belly as you exhale, soft landing. And once you're down, go ahead and wiggle the legs back nice and long, stretch as long as you can through your toes, and then slide your forearms forward. We're not planking. You're just going to rest here on the forearms, so elbows under the shoulders. As you plant your palms forward, it's Sphinx pose in yoga. So it's a great stretch for your abs. You're going to let your legs feel pretty heavy here. Push the feet down just enough. And just check that your elbows are under your shoulders, and you can do a little elbow check by taking hand over to opposite elbow. And that's a good place to be so your elbows don't slip apart. Okay, as you push the forearms down, broaden across your chest. And then notice if your head goes forward for whatever reason, and work to bring your ears more over your shoulders. So it might require a little feeling of double chin. Push the feet down, push the hands down, pull the head back. Then start to feel like you're pulling yourself forward on your mat. So you're not moving, but you're starting to feel like there's just a little added pull. Okay, like you're dragging yourself forward, elbows glide back, heart pulls forward, and you're still drawing your chin a little in. You start to feel a little squeeze in your low back. It's healthy for your low back unless it's painful. Okay, so relax your butt, relax your glutes. Okay, just enough to feel everything hugging in, but softening open. Breathe in, draw your chin to your chest as you exhale. Let your right ear roll to your right shoulder. Chin to chest, left ear roll to your left shoulder. Chin to chest as you go side to side. And down. And bring your head back through to center and then just come on down to the belly. Turn one cheek to the floor and just pause, relax, rock your hips side to side. Bend your knees, kick your feet side to side. And then as you come back to center, legs relax, hands come under your shoulders, big push to child's pose, hips to heels. Rest in your child's pose. Breathe. And as you bring your body back up, step your right foot between your hands. And as you step the right foot forward, wiggle your left knee back and just come into an easy low lunge here. So we're going to commit to scooping the tail just a little bit under, moving a little forward, and grounding down through your front foot. So you're centered in the torso. You can still roll your shoulders back. And you can start to play with how you like your arms. So maybe more support, hands on thigh or hands on hips. Or as the arms hang back, take some more shoulder rolls. You start to build a back bend. So you're leaning back, bending your back, you're lifting your heart, and the eyes will travel a little more up. So you're going to feel your neck stay lined up with the rest of your spine. Only if it's there, you could reach the hands behind you and clasp for more shoulder stretch, or if you have a shirt or a towel or something to pull between your hands, that's also an option. So just stay here, push through the front foot, feel the back thigh stretching, whatever the arms want to do. And breathe in. As you breathe out, free your fingers, stretch your arms into the air one time, inhale up. Exhale, hands come down. Left fingertips to the ground, left knee down or left knee up as you twist your right arm open. Twisted lunge. Okay. If the back left knee is lifted, then really go for it. Lift the left heel higher and commit to lunging into the right leg. Right arm stays high. Final option, right arm behind your back for a half bind. Just kind of sneak your right hand towards your left hip. Roll the right shoulder open and breathe. As you free the right arm back into the air, lower your right hand down and come back to tabletop. So as you spin around, you're going to plant both palms and then hold your right leg straight back. Bend your right knee in big hip circles here. Circle one way, circle the other way. And then as you hold your right leg straight back, pause. This time just keep both hands on the floor. Breathe in. Knee to nose. You breathe out. Take one more straight back. Exhale, knee to nose. So you're going to hold your right leg back and move your right foot out to the right and put it on the floor and then move towards a child's pose. And you're going to adjust however you need to here. You could also come into child's pose first and then kick your right leg out. But start to play with how you can move in child's pose if that's helpful. And whether you want to turn your right toes more forward, I would say just check the alignment from your right hip, knee, and toes. And you don't want to turn everything too open, but you also want it to feel like you can move at least a little bit. Okay. And as you start to send the hips even more to your heels, like child's pose, okay, the left toes could be curled or uncurled, totally up to you. Forearms or hands will support you. Let's take another full breath here. As you come back to your palms, bring the right knee in, okay, and then come to your tabletop. So you can stay in table, or for downward facing dog, take your hands a palm print or two forward. You're You're going to stretch back into your plank setup and then lift your hips up and back. And really feel into your thumbs and index fingers. Push them down and forward. Bend your knees and stick your hips up and back. And work the arms. Heels are high. If you took the last class, it was like 1 down dog. So here's one. We'll probably have one more. But use it how you need it here. As you bend your knees. You can pedal the heels out. And then however you get your left foot forward, you might take a giant step, couple little steps. Left foot comes between your hands, and you lower your right knee down. So you're landing just above the kneecap there. You're going to walk your hands up to the top left thigh. Start there. And as you push your left foot into the floor, then explore scooching or scooping just a little bit under and forward. So as you roll your shoulders up, back, and down, same options basically here. So you're rolling the shoulders back and either staying with the arms or letting the arms hang. Roll the shoulders back, keep moving the belly a little forward. And then the options there again to interlace the fingers or grab a towel or a t-shirt and just pull the shoulders back, open the chest up. If you have been doing all the planks, all the push-ups, all the computer stuff, working from home, whatever, cooking, cleaning, tending to, open the heart up, get the shoulders back, reset your posture, and stretch your right hip. Breathe. And as you loosen the fingers, take the arms into the air, full inhale, and exhale, fingers come down. Now lift your back right knee. You can always lower it again. But come onto your right fingertips, draw the belly in as you rotate to your left. Left arm's coming out and up. As you reach towards the sky, commit to lunging into the left leg. And either stay with the left arm up or wrap the left arm to your lower back. Could go all the way towards your right hip. Bending the left knee, pushing the left foot through the floor. Breathing. And left arm in the air, breathe in. And exhale, the left hand comes down. Lower your right knee and just wiggle back to your tabletop. You're going to hold your left leg straight back. Hold the left leg back and just pause. Hold here. Fingers are spread wide. Breathe in. Knee to nose as you breathe out. Just do that one more time. Stretch it back. Get some movement in your back. And then knee to nose. You're going to hold your left leg back and then carry your left toes out to the left. This is that child's pose stretch with your left leg out to the left. So you can either start there or come into child's pose and let your left leg kick out to the side. Okay, so I'll spin around and face the other way. Just stay wherever you are, just so you can see. And this side could be different. And just check the alignment of the toes as you're shifting your hips back and down. And breathing, explore moving your hips forward and back. Take another breath in and out. As you push through the forearms, start to come back to your palms, your fingertips. Gently bring your left knee back in. And then one more down dog. So you can take the palms a little forward, stretch your legs back to plank, and then pike your hips up and back, down dog. Now, option in this down dog, take your feet just a little more forward. Keep your knees bent. That's more important than pressing the heels. When you bend your knees, lift your hips. Now either stay or with the feet a little closer, take your right hand and grab for your left leg. Right hand reaches for your left leg. Now that alone could be a lot of effort. Now you're just on your left arm and your 2 feet. But right hand can grab left leg and then pull yourself underneath your left arm as far as you want to go. And you'll get a couple different things here. You'll stretch your back, stretch your arms. You'll work a little bit and you'll keep your hips high and stretch your hips and hamstrings. As you switch hands, place the right palm down. Let your left hand reach over for your right calf, outer knee, and just pull your torso towards the right. And again, just be mindful of what's going on. If your shoulders are sore, tired, then probably not taking this option. But if it feels good, go for it. Bend the knees, push the heels down a little bit, breathe. And as you come back to your last down dog, gentle push through the heels. Take full advantage of getting into the calves and hamstrings here. And then look at your feet and just walk your hands backwards to the feet and just come down into that forward fold. And as you lift and spread your toes, rock the weight forward, rock the weight back. Okay, and then take the feet hip distance or slightly wider. I'll spin this way. You can face wherever. But start to come into a low squat, just like you're squatting down, okay, to get something off the floor. And unless this does not feel good on your knees, then just come low here, kind of like a little frog. And let the toes be slightly turned out. Let your knees follow your toes. And maybe wiggle a little side to side like this. If you have something that you'd like to sit on, great place to sit on a block or a box or like a big book. And then your heels could probably come down if they weren't already. Now, when you're in your squat, you choose heels up or down, wiggle or come still. But if you come to the middle, just bring the hands to meet directly in front of the heart. And that'll bring some attention to this spine or this midline of your body, this line of symmetry. And then push out from there. Push the knees out evenly if that's happening. And squatting can be so good for your low back, assuming that everything feels mobile and moving, healthy. And then start to feel into the ground. Is it inches away, an inch away? And just plop yourself back. And I'm going to stay facing this way for a moment, but again, just wherever you have space here, take the legs out in front of you. Wiggle your hips a little side to side, and then let the feet be hip distance apart. Pull the pinky toes back towards you, and then lift your knees just a little. You might even slide your hands underneath your calves, like right below the crease of your knee. Lift the spine up, roll the shoulders back, and it'll start to pull your chest towards your toes. Okay, and as you grab and pull, just keep going forward and down. You'll feel your hamstrings pretty quickly, I find, even if you have your knees bent. And then your feet are so important, so keep pulling your pinky toes back, keeping that little bend to the knees. And then eventually your head might come all the way down, or it may not. Like you may not need to drop the head. And think of pulling your chest to your toes before you think of just ducking the head down. Chest to toes, breathe into your back. And then if your hands are close enough, and you might just bend your knees more, and then they'll be close enough to put the palms over the soles of your feet and just take a little press. So last stretch for your back. Get your toes on the wrists and then gas pedal forward through 1 or 2 feet. You can do one, you can do the other, and just feel how those levers of the arms and the legs will help stretch into your upper back and shoulders. And then as you're ready to come to your back, go back to anything else you need or want if you want more of that. But as you prepare to lower, just let your legs come out in front of you. You could use your abs to come down or just soft landing down. And as your head comes down to the ground, stretch your legs straight out. Take your arms out or up. And just breathing here through the legs, reaching through your toes, spreading fingers. And this could be enough just to stay here. If you need anything else on your back now that you're here, whether it's just a hug of knees to chest, whether you put your feet down and rock your hips out a little side to side. And as you go side to side, start to feel into this whole idea of evening out. And I don't necessarily use the word balance a lot. It's more of like this evening out, this harmonizing within the body. Because I personally find balance is very hard to maintain and then just becomes another thing on the list. But if I think of just evening out for a little bit, slipped up, now I'm a little more over here, now I'm a little over there. But it has more of that fluid quality. So as you're evening out your body, your breath, whether you need to keep rocking or just stretching the legs out, if there's anything else that you'd like to take, you let the heels start to glide towards the corners of your mat and let the arms either rest by the sides. Scoop them underneath. You could take the arms out up or on the belly. And as you feel this line of symmetry of your spine literally just running down the midline of your body, feel into your left leg, feel into your right leg. Let everything go. Feel the breath in the belly, in the chest, and let your hips, weight of your hips rest down. Scan up through your spine. Feel left shoulder, right shoulder. Let them rest down. Take the arms and just feel left arm, right arm, wherever they are. Just evening out. As you breathe, you can notice even within the nostrils, are you breathing evenly through left and right? Does one feel stronger than the other? And you've done it. You made it through. So if you'd like to stay here, just stay a little longer. Add anything else, foam rolling, extra stretches. I'll leave you here today. If you need anything from me, please reach out. Hope you enjoyed. See you next time. Namaste.